Welcome back to PR After Hours. I'm your host, Alex Greenwood, bringing you your weekly cocktail of PR and marketing tips that will help you and your business. Stick around, we'll get started right after these messages. Hello, listeners. It's me, Alex, from PR After Hours. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. And I wanted to talk to you just for a moment about the way I get this show right into your earbuds every week. It's because I use Anchor FM. Now, I've told you previously that I've been podcasting since 2006, back when we used stone knives and bear skins and a couple of Dixie cups and string. Anchor FM has really streamlined this and made it simpler for people who don't know the first thing about setting up a podcast or don't have, time to learn all the pro tools and stuff, because it's all right here. First thing it's important to know is it's free. There are certain tools that will allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will then distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. That's huge. Distribution is a big pain in the butt, to be honest with you, so it's really great Anchor FM can do that for you, and you're not paying hosting fees. That adds up every month. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place, so download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started, and be sure to join me in the virtual cocktail lounge on PR After Hours. A friend of mine is a successful realtor, and more than that, she's a fantastic person. And she recently told me that a prospective client was interested in hiring her to help sell his home. It was a lovely old house with elegant landscaping and cool driveway and all the amenities, but it was in an area outside of my friend's geographic expertise. Certainly, she could sell the house there and would do her usual great job, but she was very clear that she didn't know the area as well as other realtors who worked that particular neighborhood. She didn't want the prospect to feel that she was taking advantage of them for her own short-term gain. Get this, the prospective client was impressed with her candor and is still considering hiring her. The power of candor is not to be underestimated. Establishing a culture of candor in the workplace is important to build trust and more. In fact, there's this great quote from the website Marlin. They say to develop a culture of candor where people love their work and working together, begin with yourself and fellow leaders in order to inform and inspire others. Share your perspectives and offer impromptu guidance in the moment. This helps to create an environment where people feel comfortable reaching out in the best interest of the company and the team, whether it's funneling up a safety issue or simply recognizing how leadership can communicate better. I totally agree with that, and I take my friend's example to heart. In fact, I've actually done the same thing. Sometimes a prospective client will contact me and appear to be fully prepared to hire me, and I will often have to be candid and explain that while I can do what they need, I may not be their best option. I then offer to refer them to a colleague who can do the job more quickly, efficiently, and cost-effectively. However, I will sometimes take the job if everyone is clear about what I think I can do. Expectations must be realistic and understood. Setting expectations is another part of operating with candor. It is very easy, especially when business is slow, to accept all offers and perhaps even to exaggerate your abilities. This fake it till you make it philosophy can work, but it is stressful and it may backfire. Your reputation can be damaged if you are known, that is, to get in over your head. That's why I avoid putting myself in those situations these days. True, I may be missing out on some paydays, but in the long run, I believe that by telling the truth and being invested in helping the prospective client succeed, they'll remember me when they need something I can do best for them, and maybe they'll refer me to someone else who needs my services. Besides that, what if my realtor friend or I did take jobs that we weren't best suited to do and ended up disappointing the client? Dissatisfied customers can be pretty vocal about it. Maybe it's karma, maybe it's just doing what your mom always told you to do. Telling the truth up front is the best policy. Oh, you know what that means? Looks like it's last call here at your virtual lounge for PR news, views, and interviews. Don't forget, you can ask me a question anytime. You can do it through our Twitter account, which is @HoursPR, or even better, you can send me a message vocally. I would love to hear your voice, and I'll answer it on the show. There's a link in the show notes. All you have to do is sign up through Anchor FM. It's free, doesn't take long, and you record your message. I get the message. I will play your audio. Just give me your first name and the city you live in, and then I will answer the question to the best of my ability right here on the show. Don't forget to, if you're enjoying this podcast, you can support it and help increase the frequency and value of the show. Just consider being a sponsor for your brand or your agency or just yourself because you're like, I like this show. Or just drop a few coins in the virtual tip jar. Either way, there's links in the show notes. Please check that out. All of that, of course, being in the show notes where you're listening right now or at prafterhours.com. I see that they're turning up the lights. Last call is over, and I've got to clean up this virtual lounge. And until next time, I'm Alex Greenwood, and you've been listening to PR After Hours on Anchor FM.